Welcome to the Afterspin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. Dan Blue, a former attorney in the voting rights section of the U.S. Department of Justice, recently spoke to the Campbell Law School on this election lawsuit that's being decided by a U.S. District Court. He says the plaintiffs in the issue, namely the NAACP and the Justice Department and others, are essentially taking the position that black voters are less sophisticated and don't know as much about public affairs and simply can't navigate the voter registration process. Is this a fair characterization?
It's not a fair characterization of the argument, but it is a fair characterization of one of the witness testimonies that was introduced to the case. There is a social studies professor, I believe, out of MIT, who has an affidavit in the case and under cross-examination said that, and this is pretty straightforward, he said that in North Carolina, where you have differences in levels of education and you have statistical differences in the population, their education and their ability to have access to the materials that they need, then yes, you have people that are unable to complete the registration process or are unable to understand the public affairs in the process without some assistance.
So this really speaks to North Carolina's levels of education, particularly among minorities and lower socioeconomic classes?
It's not only North Carolina. There are other states that have used this same study or had very similar studies done. And it just talks about the many factors that prevent people from being able to exercise the right to vote.
Interesting argument. Well, we thank you for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.